Good evening, everyone. Actual Dracula here.
Kamikaze here. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yes. Yeah. Welcome to Comic Picks in the 416. And yeah, it's I'm sorry about that. I don't know if you guys heard that.
Hey, first off, I just want to have a second before we get started. I want to thank you again for being the first guest on the show. It was fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That was great. I appreciate it. Yeah, just wanted to say thank you again. So.
Yeah, that was great. I thought I did watch it.
Did you? Okay.
For anyone who hasn't checked it out, go over to Comic Ozzy's channel, and I was the guest on the first episode of his new show inside the YouTube studio.
We learned a little bit more about actual Dracula.
Yeah, that's right.
I just wanted to say thank you. So that's
I absolutely. I had a blast. It was good. It definitely made me think about my channel a lot more. And
good, nice.
Yeah, I had something I wanted to bring up along those lines. I'll get to that when I show the thing.
Okay.
And we were just talking about this camera. I don't know if you can see that at the bottom of my screen, these little glitches that pop up.
There was something on the top before, like weird, before we jumped on, we were talking about different kind of setups and stuff. And
yeah, got this brand new camera, and it seemed to be going well, but I don't know if anyone else sees it.
No, you can't see it actually.
Okay, maybe it's just on my end, but anyhow, it sucks when you get something new and it just isn't working properly. You know,
like a lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
I guess maybe say hi to the chat.
For sure, yeah.
We got a bunch of people in here.
Oh yeah, we got
Michael Baker. Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Good. Yeah, I'm glad you got those. Cowabunga White Tiger.
Welcome.
What's going on? Hello, Tylox. Phil, Comics Talk Weekly.
Phil. Speaking of, I messaged Phil back and forth. We were just talking about different setups, and he was really helpful and kind of sorting me out because his is like,
it's good.
If you want to see somebody's setup, like his is like awesome.
His setup's really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Mr. Gene Mallow, good to see you.
Welcome.
Also, I think I mentioned this last episode. He just started his own YouTube channel up.
Yeah, so I subbed up yesterday, I think. Yeah.
Got Wesley from Future Specs in the house. What is up, Mr. Newbie Comics? Christopher Donaldson.
I think I was looking through. I think that's Vancouver. I think he was on this different account. So
that's right. Yeah. I was gonna say that name sounded a little familiar. That is Vancouver Comic Junkie, who was a guest on our show recently.
Mm-hmm.
And there is Vancouver Comic Junkie.
The second part of them.
Yeah, that was him in disguise. You go. Yeah. And Bleecker Street, how's it going?
Welcome.
Asked my guy J2 from the low grades.
What's up,
Bulls? That's right.
Good to see you.
And what else we got here? Nowhere Bound.
Welcome.
Yes, TKO Collectibles.
Nice.
What's going on? And Dale of Suspense. Good evening.
Awesome. Yeah, we've got some full chat tonight. I love it. It's awesome.
I was on Lamer Frame with Dale last night.
That was fun.
Great time as usual. Yeah, and you did some drawings from home.
I sent some drawings. I sent one in, and I don't think you realized because you're allowed to use that reference, like right. So it was the Martian Manhunter, and I used the cartoon version of it. So I drew it. It kind of came out like Frankenstein. So I think when he got it, he was like, well, I don't think that's it.
Yeah, the problem is it is, except that
you did really well.
Thanks. Yeah, I won.
Did you? Okay, I had to check before. But that's awesome. Congratulations.
3-time champ now. Yeah, feels
Sorry,
pretty good.
explain to the chat what it was, because we're just kind of like rambling.
Yeah, if anyone who hasn't seen Lame or Frame,
It's
it's
really
on
fun.
Rod the Rican's channel, Just a Rican and his comics. He's been doing that show almost 2 years now, and it's one of my favorite shows on YouTube. It's a drawing game show where you have a different theme every episode. Usually, like a different comic, so it'll be like Batman characters or Spider-Man characters. Sometimes it's video games, like I think there was Zelda characters one time. Last night was Justice League International, everyone's favorite Justice League,
Oh, I didn't know
which is
that.
actually great because there's some really awesome costumes, in that team.
Oh, the Miracle Man was pretty cool.
Miracle Man, yeah. So, and then basically you have 2 minutes to draw. So you'll get, like, say, draw booster gold. You'll have 2 minutes to draw that, and it is intense. It is.
Yeah.
You really. I've been on that show a bunch now, and every time I always forget how quick 2 minutes is. It goes by like in no time. It's incredibly difficult to draw in such a
the thing is that
short period.
The people watching, such as me, you have the opportunity to follow along, draw as well within the parameters, and then you can message. Who is the judge?
Bearded Comic Bro.
Yeah.
So you can message him. You can draw from home and send him in. And my only issue is
they tied your hands a little bit.
What's that?
They tied your hands a little bit.
Oh yeah. I'm used to that from him, but no, because he started showing the from home drawings while the contestants are drawing, so it's hard for me to look up and see what's coming in. Yeah. I usually go back after and see what people sent in, but yeah, it's as Dale said, it's a good time, and it's also nerve-wracking. Absolutely. But yeah, that was a good one last night.
Cool.
And hello, we got Warlord joining us as well, the Glitter Lord himself. Yeah, so that was good. Lame Frame and inside the YouTube studio. Yeah, maybe I guess you want to show off some books. Did you get any books today?
I did get some books, yes.
I got a few new ones, not too many. I did not go to the Beguiling today. I went somewhere else.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, I have to ask you about your Instagram post.
Oh, I'll explain after.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I'll explain after. We'll go through some books and then I'll get into the story. Yes.
That looks amazing.
Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah.
Is that a walrus on your hat?
It is a walrus. Yeah, it's from I think it's called Undefeated in San Francisco. I think that's their logo.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's.
Is it called? I think it's Undefeated. Yeah,
I've seen that before. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool little shop, and when I visited San Fran, we stopped there and I grabbed some hoodie and some t-shirts and stuff. It was yes.
Nice. So what? Yeah, I got 4 new books.
Nice.
I picked this up. I don't know much about it. But it's a new title from Image, Rain.
Oh, I saw that.
Number 1.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, really cool cover. I did read like the synopsis and previews. I just don't recall what it was.
Yeah, I saw that.
But it's an Image number 1. I don't mind buying those. You never know.
Just JT just popped up there. I collect hats. That's I collect ball caps. So anywhere I go, I need to grab one and add it to the collection. So thanks, appreciate that.
What's going on, Obi-Wan Criscopi? I don't know what he's referring to. Man thing. This is one of my favorite covers this week. Detective Comics 1048.
Oh, wow, I didn't even see that. That's great.
Yeah, that's really cool. I meant to look up who did this.
That's really cool.
Yeah. This cover, does it say? Oh, Irvin Rodriguez.
That's
Very
really cool. Is
Yeah.
it is it is that a photograph of her, or is it he actually like
Yeah, it's just a painted cover.
oh wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
really great.
Yeah.
Love this cover. And then this, really looking forward to. What's the
Right on.
furthest place from here? Issue
Right?
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, first 2 issues were fantastic. So
Yeah. I'm looking forward to reading that one for
yeah,
sure.
definitely.
Mhm.
And I guess this is like the B cover.
Yeah, the cover was like a picture of the house.
The building, one
Yeah.
of the buildings. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love those too. I almost got that, but this has got the record collection. I had to go with that one.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Good. Glad you grabbed that.
And oh yeah, no problem, Gene. Yeah, thanks for stopping
Thanks for
by.
stopping
Anyway.
by. Yeah, I know it's tough. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw his message. Yeah, that can be tough.
Mm-hmm.
Heal up quick.
And then one last new book, Daredevil Woman Without Fear.
Right.
Of
Okay.
course, Elektra as Daredevil.
It's awesome. Who did that cover?
This is wow.
I meant to look it up before because I grabbed that one too. I can't.
Oh, that's Chris Bacalo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wow, I haven't bought one of his covers in a long time. He's a great artist.
That was great. I love that cover.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't know much about this because I really haven't been reading Zdarsky's Daredevil run. That's one that I wanted to. I've gone back to issue 1, and started
awesome.
reading. So I honestly don't know what's happening. I am reading Devil's Reign right now, which is pretty cool. So this, yeah, I'm gonna check this out.
Yeah. Why not? It's first issue, right? So
yeah. And then what is up, Comic Zombie? How's it going?
Welcome.
And then I'll show 2 more things that are new now. So these are actually not for me. I usually come home every week with comics I bought for myself. But I figured, what the hell, be a nice guy. I'll get something for Stephanie, for my wife,
Cool. Okay.
Who's annoyed that I'm calling her my wife because we're not married. But what do you call someone that you've been with for 20 years? I don't know.
Your wife.
Anyways, so I saw these and I thought she liked them. So she's not really into collecting comics like I am. She does read some comics.
I remember her telling me she's into a few different series. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, the one thing that she does collect is she's a huge fan of Neil Gaiman, and particularly his book American Gods. And so we have multiple versions of that book and like the comic version. And so I saw this, which is American Gods coloring book.
No way. That's great. That's
Am I
awesome.
frozen now? Okay, hold on.
I love it.
There we go.
That's great.
Yeah. American Gods coloring book. Yeah.
That's really cool.
There's that. American Gods. Yeah, I love American Gods. Absolutely. And now you can color it, right?
Is there story along with it, or just?
Yeah, and then there's some. Obviously, not the whole book. It's just, I guess, little, blurbs from it.
That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, American Gods coloring book, and yeah, Anansi Boys. Yeah, we both really like Anansi Boys as well. My wife collects souls.
My ex-girlfriend used to collect souls.
Yes, we got Sheena in the house. How is it going, Sheena?
Welcome.
So I got her the American Gods coloring book, and then this, which I think just came out, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I meant to look that up. No, this is from 2020 actually, but still fairly recent. The Neil Gaiman Reader.
Wow.
So
That's
it's
cool.
a fairly hefty.
Oh my God. It's like a War
a
and Peace.
collection of Neil Gaiman stuff. So short
That's
stories and.
Where did you get that from?
I picked this up at BMV, the bookstore on Bloor. This, so actually, I was thinking about this. This was something that when we did our show, when I did the YouTube studio show with you, one of the things I'd been thinking about for my channel was kind of doing series of videos on like deep dives on creators.
Right. Yeah.
And the first one I'm going to do is very likely going to be Neil Gaiman, because like it can be a bit daunting to approach something like, say, Sandman. It's like it's a long read if you want to read the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
But so for me, like if you're not really that familiar with Neil Gaiman, if you think you're not really into Sandman or whatever, it's like there's so much other stuff out there that he's written. He's incredibly prolific, and his short stories, I think, are an amazing start for anyone. He's a fantastic short story writer. So sure. Yeah, this looks like a pretty cool book.
That's such a great idea. I tried I tried a couple episodes of like doing. I think I did a couple artists. It's fun for sure. Yeah, that's a really, really good idea. And again, we talked about like, showcasing not only like artists, but like writers and everybody like creative behind it, like in terms of production, everything, right? So
yeah,
there's a lot of people that are involved bringing a comic to life. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so that was my my new stuff today.
Nice. Well, why don't we check in with chat before I get into my
we've got we got a bot with a very interesting name, Baran Bizab.
Hey, whoa! So does this whoa? Does this mean we've actually made it? That we got a Russian bot? Like I think we're legit now.
I think like everybody's they have been running rampant the past couple of weeks. They're on everybody's channel now.
They're on everybody's channel, but I think we're legit now.
We're official.
We're official. We made it. Thank you, Russian bot.
Neverwhere is a favorite of mine from Gaiman. Yeah, I'm not. That's one of his things. Again, the guy's written so much. Like, I've barely scratched the surface of the stuff he's written. There's a ton of stuff I haven't read yet. Or, there was a Neverwhere show. That's right.
Interesting.
Without Alan Moore's Swamp Thing, Neil Gaiman wouldn't have written Sandman. He credits Moore for his work on it and the courage to actually do it. Yeah, that's. I mean, both Swamp Thing and Sandman. I could see that. They're both two of my favorite comics ever. Those runs. Alan Moore's run on Swamp Thing was incredible. Yeah, that's another writer who I would definitely be doing covering in that series. So that's somewhere down the pipeline. That's kind of one of my channel goals for this year is to start that series.
There's a ton of research that, like, I remember when I
it's
pretty daunting. It took me a few weeks just to get everything kind of together. And there's all this stuff rambling around your head, and actually when you start your video, you kind of like, oh man, I meant to say that. It's like I would almost suggest if you do sections, like you record something and then you record something and you just kind of stitch it together, just so you can kind of get everything in there. That would just be me.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna actually ask you for any advice on that because you've done those deep dive videos and
a little bit, stitch it together. Just have your train of thought, small sections, and then do it, and then stitch together. Like once you edit it, it looks fairly seamless. Like people are used to those like chop cuts, so it won't make a difference to So anybody watch it, know what he might
Norse mythology was great as well. I read the book. I've been collecting the comics as well. I haven't really cracked them open yet, but that's a great book. Again, also just short stories. Also, what's really cool about Norse mythology is I have, after reading that book, which is just Neil Gaiman's take on traditional Norse mythology, stories from Norse mythology, about Thor and Odin and them. I remember after reading that book, I went back and I was reading some of my old issues of Thor, the comic, and they were using the same stories that he was basing his stories on. Like, all those elements and characters were there. Like, they were literally. I had no idea that, like, I mean, I guess I did, but I hadn't really considered that. Sometimes you open a Thor comic and it's like, oh, he's with the Avengers and they're doing Avengers type things. But some of those Thor comics are like literally just stories from Norse mythology. Like, that's what they are. So pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool. Well, I guess you have to it had to be rooted and grounded. Like, if you're using like a character that has a lot of history, I'm sure you have to ground a lot of the stories and the actual, like, just to acknowledge the actual, like, give tribute to the character and that whole, like, he didn't create it and he's not going to rewrite it, so it would just make complete sense. But that's very cool.
Yeah, I think I heard that more asked Gaiman to take over on Miracle Man. And then wasn't there some kind of legal issue with that as well? I don't know. I could be wrong.
Do not know about that. Yeah.
What is up, Just Cruise?
What is up? What's going on, buddy? Good to see you.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Cool. I'll probably get into I went to a few shops today, and by the end of it, you'll see why. Man, these past couple of weeks has been running a gauntlet trying to get some books, and
yeah,
you can understand why when I get to the end. So I'll start off. I wanted to give it a read, start from the beginning. But I picked up, I don't know, for some reason, this just kind of spoke to me, kind of like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Just one little variant cover. But this is so awesome. I love that. That cover is great.
Yep.
It's fantastic. Grab the voices. Just a regular cover. I also kind of want to give this a read too. I think there's a few channels that are kind of talking about what's kind of going on here, but I'll give it a read. I didn't read anything today at all. Sometimes I'll read a couple books, but I didn't. Animal Castle. I've just been a big fan. So there's the second printing. Apparently it was early. It was supposed to come out either next week or the week after. But
you got a blank?
When I was there, I was like, can I have the second copy? And he's like, you want the blank? I was like, there's a blank? I'm like, I'm gonna get that just in case. Wow. Like, down the road, like, get that. I don't know. Like, if there's any sort of like signing or anything, yeah, for sure. People were making jokes about all the different printings, like the different colors that they were kind of coming out with, but no, that's fine. Why not? For cover. It was a hot series. It was a great read. Did you read it at all?
I haven't. I know I didn't read it yet.
It was good. Yeah, very sort of Animal Farm kind of esque. Started off great. Hopefully it'll kind of continue on. It was a little bit dark, but it kind of, with the animals and stuff, it was like, it kind of like it was a little bit of a balance between the two. I actually don't know. Are you a fan, Darkhawk?
Never got into that character. Never read him.
And this is a new rendition of Darkhawk. So I've just been following along with the series. It's
got a real war machine vibe there.
A little bit, yeah. He's definitely laying down some law here. So I think somebody had posted that they were thinking of casting, but they had mentioned it was the old character. I kind of think they're gonna have to bring in the new one as well. He is, oh my god, he is. Can't remember what nationality it was, but I think he has a hearing impairment or some sort of impairment, but it's tied into the story. I can't remember what it was.
The chat is 11 Darkhawk right now.
The Darkhawk, right? Come on, guys.
Yeah.
All the 90s feels.
It's very cool. Yeah.
I love it. I also grabbed
yeah,
that cover, and I think they I was at the Big Eye, and it's a little confusing. You're outside because everything is curbside right now, guys, with everything that's going on. And I'd asked him for the Zdarsky, sorry, the I can't think it was the variant cover. I can't remember which cover it was, but it wasn't this one, and he handed me this one. Whatever, maybe I'll go back and grab the other one. It's of the mask, the pig head mask.
Okay, yeah.
And that's, I guess, one of the way the character kind of looks. And then last couple here, because I'm a McFarlane fan. It's the new Scorched series.
Yeah.
I think that's the this is the booth cover. Yeah. I didn't like the McFarlane cover. This is I can't that one, but the McFarlane cover was okay. There's a really cool sketch variant of this, but I passed on that one.
Yeah, I didn't pick up Scorched at all, but I'm sure they printed 1 million copies of it, so
right,
I should be able to get it.
Yeah, no. Don't worry. I'm sure they'll be able to grab a copy of it. Oh,
yeah, that was like when like what? Spawn Universe and King Spawn came out. I remember just
Gunslinger.
I got it the week it came out, and then I just saw piles and piles of that book everywhere.
Yeah, I know. All right, last book. Again, past couple weeks ran the gauntlet. Last week was for Thor 20. I came out okay. This week, everybody knows it was for Bloodstone. Man, it was like getting blood from stone for sure, trying to find copies. I couldn't find copy, the A cover. This is the B cover, which is awesome. I think, is it Maria Wolf? She's been doing some sort of indigenous style covers. You can see some of the awesome artwork at the bottom.
That's cool.
It's a beautiful cover. And then that's around the cover there. But I think that the big draw of this is we get, and this is the 1 in 10. I was lucky enough to grab one. Lyra, sister of Elsa. So I guess in the secondary market, it's going, for quite a bit. It's first cover appearance. First appearance of her in a comic. Some people say she's going to be having quite a bit of, she's going to be an interesting and involved character. Some say she's not, that she doesn't really have anything to do with it, but it's an appearance nonetheless. And a lot of people seem to be after this. I think this is like the book of the week to try and grab. So It was very hard.
Yeah.
But I scored.
Maybe I can buy a copy off Newbie. Maybe he'll sell me one.
I think he's already sold
copies. Probably.
I think he's already sold. I think they're done and gone already. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. I heard about that, but I wasn't really. I wasn't. Well, the shop I went to today wouldn't have it anyways because they have a very limited selection. But
where'd you go?
BMV Books.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I pretty much go there for back issues, and they do have new releases, but it's it's like just a small selection. Yeah, they don't have everything.
Right. What is? I want to people in the chat. What do you think? What do you think is?
We think Newbie is a machine. Yeah. He's a spec machine, that's for sure.
Spec machine, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm holding these. I'm gonna hold on to these. I'm not trying to flip them or anything. So I don't know. I'm just curious to what people kind of think. Like, is it like, I don't know. I on one hand, I feel bad for some LCS because some shops I went to, like, I didn't even know. I didn't get any. Like, you know, because to be honest with you, like when they're ordering a month prior, they're ordering like 30 copies of Death of Doctor Strange, like, unless they're doing some research. But one shop I went to was like, when's your FOC for, like, when would have been your FOC for this? And he's like, December 5th. I'm like, I know there's a lot of people on top of stuff, but like, I mean, shop owners, I don't know, sometimes, you know,
it's like I wonder if anyone got that Captain Marvel that came out last week, the 1 in 200. I mean, because who's ordering 200 copies of Captain Marvel?
Who's ordering 200, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anybody have any thoughts to that? Maybe not. 3 ratios, Vancouver.
Yeah, so he's all over this.
It's hard, man. Right, Chris? It's
Is it really that big a deal? I didn't think it was that. Wow,
it's a pretty big deal.
I missed the boat on that one.
I think the Bloodstone family is going to be pretty huge moving forward. Just everything with all the horror stuff that's going to be coming up, that's going to be tied into it. I think, Ulysses, everybody's going to be that's her father is going to be kind of tied into it. So, yeah. And Vancouver, I know Chris is a huge Bloodstone fan. I mean, he has a few copies of the original number series.
Well, if you hate modern books so much, you can always send a couple of those ratios my way. I love modern books.
Somebody on case. You can DM your address.
Yeah.
So that's what I had for new pickups today. Yeah, it was a bit of a running gauntlet because I did want to grab some of those books, so it was a little bit hard.
There's a hot tip right there by Avengers Arena 1. All right. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, I think we talked about that book between me and Chris. Yeah. There's a few.
Yeah, that's possible.
There's a few kind of peripheral books to kind of pick up before. Like, there's really no spotlight in this family yet, the Bloodstone family, at all. So it's just everything kind of in the background. So when it does come to the forefront, if you're kind of into that, which I am, like, I mean, it's part of collecting. The whole,
absolutely.
You want to get books and they're like, oh, that, man, it's worth something. I don't know. It's just, regardless if you're going to flip it or not, or sell it or not, it's just like, yeah, this is worth something.
Oh, that reminds me. Before I did have to grab something. Before, or do you have any more?
No, new books are done. Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I forgot to grab something.
Yeah, go for it. Did anybody else grab some of the Bloodstone books? I'm sure Cruz did. Cruz, did you grab anything? Oh, right, yeah. I think that's going to be kind of big. I don't know. I was just I found it interesting how it was a lot of shops didn't really have anything. I guess they just didn't order. But I'm just hoping that moving forward that she does, investing into books like this, that she does have a bit of a future, and not. I'm going to hold on to this and see where it all kind of goes. I think it's still too early to really figure out what she's going to play in the family. So I think it's kind of a good book just to kind of hold right now, rather than just kind of trying to.
Right. So I almost forgot there was a few more books that I had grabbed earlier this week.
Chris, I'll be whatever you want me to be. Sorry, I'm just responding without highlighting it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, the shops that I go to, Obviously, yeah, Beguiling is just curbside right now, which sucks, but
I think that's more of a choice for them. They don't have to be. They don't have to be.
No, they don't have to be. Yeah.
So
they just choose to.
Yeah. Oh, before closer to the end, I have a very quick, fun unboxing. It is comic related.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So, I guess I'll go ahead and show off the back issues I got.
Nice.
This
Yeah.
week. Let me just make some room here so I can put these down. Starting with let's see what I got today. So I did find some cool like $1 or $2 books today.
Nice.
Nice and simple. This is an Aftershock book from earlier this year, Project Patron, which I honestly don't really know anything about, but I just saw I want to say it was Bearded Comic Bro or maybe Evil Mike had it on their like top 10 of 2021. I was like, well, if it's on their top 10, it's probably really good. And, Aftershock's been killing it this year.
Nice.
So this was one that kind of like just went under the radar for me. I wasn't even really like I'd heard of it, but I just, it's one I never read. So
cool.
Yeah, looking forward to that one.
That cover's great. Old school kind of feel to it.
Then we got Marvel Comics Presents issue 138, an issue I don't have, and that's
it's cool. I love that.
Ghost Rider, and I don't know who did this one. Harper, I don't know this artist. But speaking of dirty flippers, check this out. Check out that Wolverine cover.
Wow.
Yeah.
Love it. That's great.
That's such a good one.
So good.
And I don't know if that's the same artist, but yeah, very cool. So that's I feel like this is probably towards the end of the series. I don't remember how many issues it went to, but 138 is pretty.
Yeah, it sounds.
I think I want to say pretty late in the series.
I'm gonna because we both collect that run. I'm just gonna buy a pack of clear backer boards just for those books, and just clear backer board all of them, just so that I can look at both the front and back because they're awesome.
Yeah, we live just cruise, so I am in the process of editing my top 10 comics of 2021. It's taken me a while because I've decided to use that video to this actually goes back to our conversation again, but to kind of push my editing skills a little bit. I've been using that video in particular. It's given me a few opportunities to do that.
Good.
And so I wanted to have it out like a week ago, but it might be a couple more days. It doesn't really matter, when it comes out, but I think it's going to be a good video.
Nice.
And I will say We Live is on my top 10 of 2021. Yeah. Then I got a couple issues of Spectacular Spider-Man 71. Pretty cool white and red cover there.
Nice.
We got an ad on the back for Star Wars Empire Strikes Back Atari game. And then Spectacular 112.
That's awesome. That was making the rounds at Christmas. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. I love that cover. I need to find that. That's great.
Yeah, I didn't have this before.
That's really awesome. Cool. I love that cover.
We got David Mason in the house. What's going on? He said volume 1 was to 175. Weston said to the 140s. I don't know. Those both sound correct to me. I don't know. I'm not sure what it went up to.
But it sounds like, mid 100s.
This is pretty cool. This is Marvel Spotlight 30. Marvel Spotlight on the Warriors 3, Fandral, Hogan, and Volstagg. And of course, you see there Thor's three buddies in nonstop action. So speaking of Norse mythology, there's some
there we go,
there's
right
some
there.
Norse characters right there, of course.
What does it
Warriors
say at the
3.
top? Full say? Sorry.
Oh, it's one
Federal.
for all and all for fun.
Of course it is.
Yeah. So, yeah, pretty cool. Warriors 3. And then, speaking of Thor, this is an awesome find. The Mighty Thor 25.
Oh my God! Yes.
With some sweet gold foil action and
Wow.
John
That's
Romita
cool.
Jr.
That's cool.
I thought this was fitting because if you saw, it was announced John Romita Jr. is returning to Spider-Man. Not Thor, but still.
That's awesome. I love that.
You know, there may be some people watching who are not a fan. Some people think he's trash, but I've always liked Romita Jr. So
yeah. There's just a lot of history with that, right?
Yeah,
that name.
And then you can't go wrong with gold foil.
No, you can't.
For sure. Yeah,
that's great.
We got some Canadian content here. Alpha Flight 13.
Oh yeah, that's a great cover.
Which is, I believe, Wolverine's first time in Alpha Flight comic.
I think so. Yeah.
I think it is.
Good old Canadian
cool. This was I love my can covers. We got Uncanny Avengers 22.
I actually saw that today. I had that in my hand today.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I've never seen that cover before. That's pretty cool.
The homage to his first appearance, of course.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's interesting that I was looking at that today.
It's funny because I think it was on the Comic Kingpin's show. Someone said, has there ever been an homage to this cover? And I had looked it up before, and I was like, it's this, Uncanny 22. And I found it today. So
nice.
How about that? Yeah. Oh, I also picked up a trade for cheap today. A series I've been wanting to read. This is volume 1 of Monstrous, which I heard really good things about. The artwork's incredible in this.
That's pretty cool. I love that.
Yeah. It's like a fantasy, lots of monstery stuff happening.
Nice.
Yeah. Looks really good. So, yeah. Got that. Romita Jr. is super underrated. I agree. I know people that absolutely hate him. They're like, he's the worst. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know. I don't agree with that.
It's like a Liefeld. It's like a love-or-hate kind of relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it's just like, I don't like that guy, or I don't like him. I like him. That's just me.
Yeah. Found a blank Ghost Rider cover.
Nice.
Black blank cover. And I don't even know what book this is. This is what year this is from. It looks fairly new. I don't know. I'm not really familiar with any of the modern Ghost Rider series, so but I bought it for the cover. That's a cover buy. Here's another great cover buy. Punisher 13.
Wow.
Of course, the ASM 129 homage with Mary Jane and Mephisto. Grab those Mephisto keys while they're hot, kids. There's a great Mephisto cover.
That's great. Love that homage. Yeah. Again, another thing that it's a love-hate relationship is with homages. Like some people really hate them.
I love them.
I love them. I don't know. Come on. It's just all part of it. Like, I don't know. Just let artists do what they want to do.
Yeah. So then I just got a few more that I picked up. Have you watched the Book of Boba Fett yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
watched.
haven't watched today's, but
No, I haven't watched it yet.
I'm up to date. I'm up to date. Yeah.
But I did find a
Nice.
the John Tyler Christopher action
Yeah.
figure cover, Boba Fett.
Nice. He's got that drop tomorrow. I don't think any ball. I think
Oh,
it'll be
that's
gone.
tomorrow. That's right. Yeah.
I think it'll be gone in seconds.
They
he's
always
good.
do. The negative space ones sell out.
He's doing
seconds.
two stages. I think he's got the second print, which is called the Holiday or something. But I don't know. Maybe I'll try. But it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Anyhow, Book of Boba Fett. I really liked it, and
again, also apparently, I'm reading it's like a love-hate relationship with it. A lot of people are like, I don't like it. I like it. I like it. For me, it's great.
So a point actually, I've heard people make, and I do agree with, is that it kind of ruins the mystique of the character.
The helmet off.
I mean, that what made Boba Fett so interesting was that you didn't know anything about him, and that yeah, I can see that. That being said, I still think it's a good show, and I am really looking forward to seeing more of this character, of course.
Yeah.
Black Chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum. What do we call him? Black Chewie
Hunter.
We called him in the video Black Chewie.
Black Chewie. So I earlier this week I just decided to look through some Star Wars books,
and they're still out there. Yeah.
Just happened to come across this as well as
nice. That's
another
awesome.
Black Chrysanthemum cover there. And
there we go.
That one's really nice.
You got them all.
Got them all. And this I did not. I got this a couple weeks ago, but there it is anyways. Appearance, Darth Vader 1.
There we go.
Just throw that in there too. Why the hell
not? That's a big throw it in there.
I don't know. So this was cool because I don't know if you check out Cover Price, their top 10 weekly.
Once in a while, yeah.
So all 4 of these books are in their top 10 this week. These three Black Chrysanthemum books and the Darth Vader one. There was another Dr. Afra one that I had looked for, but I couldn't find it.
The annual. I do think that, like, I mean, just given everything, I think that there's like those guys are like Filoni and Favreau, very smart. Like they're setting up, like they created like Grogu, like they carried that character, right? And they're so smart about it. And I think they're going to be carrying this. They know, like as soon as that he walked out, they knew that they were dropping big bombs. So I think that's going to be carried over into Obi-Wan. We're going to see the fight, everything like that ultimately gives him the scar. So I think he's around for a bit. Some people are saying, oh, it's just a one and done. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
That's awesome. Those are great.
But yeah, they're really nice finds because
for sure.
I did not expect to find them. So there you go.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I got this week.
Cool. Those are some nice pickups. Yes, Star Wars is on fire.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. Let's before I get into mine, let's check in with the chat.
Yeah, that was a cool one too. I did not find that, but still to find cool. I think this one was that's my favorite one.
That's pretty cool. Yeah,
right there.
Battle with Chewie. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, Battle with Chewie. Yeah.
That's really good.
What is going on, Guy Forge in the house? What's up?
Up?
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah, so
cool. Yeah, I got some a variety this week for sure. A couple really nice scores out of my wheelhouse for sure. But I'll start off with just a couple. Anytime I find this this cover, Alex Ross, I'll just grab it. It's awesome. I love it. I think I have a few of them, but they just pop up once in a while. It's great, and they're usually in pretty good condition. Grabbed these. They're okay. They're not in the they've got a couple spine ticks and stuff just because the Black Horror stuff. But the Secret Invasion coming up, I thought, why not? I don't have this sketch cover. So, are you familiar with what's his name? I sent this to Dan because I was curious. Fred Hembrick, the artist.
No,
he does like these. If I show you some of the art, he did the interiors of this, but this is not before Rhodes becomes Iron Man. But there's some weird stuff going on in this book. Like there's a couple weird photos in this, and it's done by Fred Hembrick. If I show you the art, you'll remember. But it's super weird. I'll DM you the pictures.
Cool. Yeah, definitely.
This was because of Christopher Donaldson. He is a big fan of Grendel. So anytime I find Grendel books, I will snag them up.
That's a really cool cover.
It's a great cover, right?
Is that Simon Bisley?
I'm not 100% sure. I did not look it up, but this little eyeball right there. Yeah, Vancouver Comic Junkie is a big fan of this character, so I listen to him and I follow along. You're the DC guy. I thought of you when I bought this.
Oh yeah, Booster Gold. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Black Beetle tries to impersonate as Blue Beetle from the future, I think.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah, the homage.
Yeah.
So this is artist was Dan Jurgens. Did a lot of Superman.
Yep.
Did my retirement package, The Death of Superman, which hasn't
of course
exploded
that's right.
yet.
That was Jurgens. Yeah. One of these days,
my retirement it will it'll pay out, but not just yet. So I did partake in some Star Wars stuff. So what I'm kind of doing is I'm trying to look into the future, I guess, a little bit. So we don't really have a lot of the bounty hunter stuff and a lot of like some of the other stuff kind of happening. So this book here, Star Wars, first appearance of Gracchus Hutt. He's also another crime lord in the Spice Route.
Okay.
This is his first appearance. Again, in the back bins for a couple bucks. This is first appearance of the Shadow University, another crime organization. So if we do, like we got Black
Chrysanthemum, there is.
And that's Murder Droids right there. So if we do get that, are we going to get Aphra at some point?
Oh yeah, I think it's
so. I'm just kind of like trying to grab some, but just a couple bucks. That's just an awesome cover. There's really no spec in this. I just love that. That helmet shot there. This one, I'm a big fan of second appearances and origin stories. So this is the origin story of Dr. Aphra.
Nice.
This is Dr. Aphra 32, and that's also the first appearance of her mom, Lona Aphra. So that could be something as well.
Yeah.
Again, just kind of look into, just thinking about like where this can kind of all lead to. And again, we don't really have a lot of the bounty hunters, except we got Black Chrysanthemum. So we're going to get some more. This is another couple of bounty hunters, B-Box and IG-90 are in this first appearances. Also bounty hunters and droid assassin. So, and this is an awesome Eddie Granoff cover.
Yeah.
And he did a lot of the Star Wars covers.
Yeah. Yeah. The Darth Vader ones too, especially.
You mean that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I grabbed this. This one I actually bought online. I couldn't find it in the wild, so I caved and grabbed it. And I grabbed this. It just got here this week. I grabbed it last week. But, so this one, you'd mentioned the other Dr. Aphra book that is kind of gaining some heat. It's the annual one. So we all did you? I don't know if you showed it. It's did you show it, the annual?
No, I did not get. These are all or these all
Oh,
Star
did you have an
Wars, I
answer?
think. No, I had no.
Okay.
I had no annual. These are just regular.
Oh, okay. So the
Star
other
Wars, yeah, just Star Wars.
the other hot book is Dr. Aphra, the annual one.
Yeah.
And I think we're all kind of we know what that one looks like. It's a white book with like Black Chrysanthemum and Aphra on it. But I found this one. And
okay, that's cool.
I'm trying to do a bit of research. I didn't have much time today, but this is a variant cover for that. I think it's also an Eddie Granoff cover, but it's pretty awesome. I kind of like it better.
Yeah.
If anybody in the chat knows or has seen this, then please say something. But yeah, again, couple bucks. So I was happy to find that one. Just a few more.
Zorro, nice.
Zorro number 1. That's Zero. Like I just saw it. I was like, I used to watch Zorro when I was a kid with my mom. So I just.
Oh, you know what I had in my hands today, and I don't know. I put it back for some reason. I should have grabbed it. What was your favorite Indiana Jones book?
Oh yeah, the Raiders. Yeah, that's awesome. It's everywhere. But you know what? If you look up on some eBay sales, like 9.8s are going for a lot of money. They are.
Oh yeah.
So.
I don't think it was a 9.8. So
no, I know there's a lot of them that are pretty beat up, but I just buy because I'm a sucker for it. This one I bought because of you, brother. Dracula.
Oh, nice. Yes, I love that book. Yeah.
And the Defenders. I don't know anything about this book. I just saw it. Do you know about this?
Yeah, I've got that. It's Dracula's first appearance in the Defenders book. Essentially.
Okay. Do they fight or?
I don't remember exactly what happens in that, but yeah, it's cool. I mean, because it's just I love finding any of those. Anytime I find those books where Dracula just shows up like in another Marvel title, I love when that happens. Yeah.
But who knows? Like, what's going to happen? Like, where are we going to get him? He's going to show up somewhere. So, is in the Defenders? No. I don't think we're even getting Defenders, but just a few more. So this is second appearance of Darkhawk.
Okay.
Number 2. Yeah. So why not? This is good. I'm going to be doing another video again, because it was really popular, the second appearances. So I'm going to be adding this to it. We have Hobgoblin in it. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I did not know that Hobgoblin ever met Darkhawk. So.
Well, they brought in the Spidey, so we're gonna bring in.
Yeah.
Once they have Spidey, you gotta have all his all the people that hate him.
Well, he is a menace, so he's gonna have some haters.
Right?
Yeah.
Some more. This is the origin story of Darkhawk.
I like that cover.
It's pretty cool. You got it's some pretty foil on that too.
Yeah. Oh man, that is really good.
That's cool, right?
Yeah.
And it's his the new suit as well. Can you tell from the old suit? Not really, but yeah.
Vancouver Comic Junkie is saying, I think you're saying Dracula will show up in the Moon Knight show. Mm-hmm. That's entirely possible. Moon Knight has a history with vampires, so could happen. So
I'm not.
I think Blade. I think Blade would be the obvious choice, but
I think they're gonna bring him in before Blade just to set the stage.
Too.
Yeah, just to be like, okay, we know why Blade's going after him. I don't know, but that's just me. Like, just to sort of introduce. It would just be like if we get Blade and then you get like Dracula.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of knows Blade. We don't really know Dracula in the MCU sort of space. Okay, so I'll just show 4 all at once. I'm not a Vampirella.
Yes.
But these are all, they're only a couple bucks. They're first in their respective series.
I love it. I love it. I am a collector of.
And what did we establish in your interview?
Oh, I'm an ass man. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
There, that's for you, brother.
There you go. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. Also.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. And more red foil. I love the red foil. Right. I'm a sucker for red foil.
First issue. And I think this is just a reprint of from 60s, but it's still awesome.
Yes,
cover.
So good.
Yeah, it's really cool. I think that book is in the thousands, though. Yeah.
If I had kind of it's not a priority now, but eventually somewhere down the line, I want to collect all those old like magazine size Vampirella and
right
Dracula books. There's some incredible covers.
Yeah, there's a Blade one that I'm kind of after, the Vampire Tales.
Yeah, the Vampire Tales as well. Yeah.
It's an awesome cover. There you go. You're ass man. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah.
I'm going to get you the license plate. Hey,
yeah.
Are you the ass man? It's funny. Sorry.
Yeah, Frazetta, definitely.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple more here, and I don't know. This may sound weird, but again, with the Raiders book, it always I find it follows me. This is another book I find it follows me around, and it just pops up everywhere.
Oh yeah,
like it just keeps popping up.
That's cool. That's one I don't have actually. That's
oh yeah, okay.
I don't think so. I got a bunch of that run, and I think I'm missing that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
But is the Aunt May in part of this run? Because you have that one that very similar.
Yeah, that was No, that was a Marvel team up, I think.
Oh, was it a team up?
A Marvel team up.
Has a scene.
It's the homage to that, right? Sort of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's
a very similar cover. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I feel Franklin Richards. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the last book, and I'm not big on this character, but I saw this book and I had to look it up because I knew really nothing about it, but I think it's kind of nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So it was just sitting in the bin for a couple of bucks, but I think it's
yeah, that's worth a little bit. I mean, it's got some value.
So
it's one I've had so many opportunities to buy and never did, but
it's in pristine condition. It's
worth more than a couple bucks. That's for sure.
Yeah. John Byrne and Stan Lee. So
yeah,
it's a fantastic cover. Like, look at that cosmic cover. I'm not a Silver Surfer guy, but it's just so cool.
I mean, I don't really know what the value is right now, but I've seen people regularly selling that for $20.
Yeah, like, I mean, for a couple bucks, it's pretty cool, and it's in pristine condition. It was just a nice little find. Yeah, the guy at the counter was like, "Hey, where'd you find this?" I was like, "I don't know, in your bin." He's like, "It shouldn't be priced like that." I'm like,
"Yeah, well."
No, I got it for the couple bucks, but it was just like, I guess he'd missed it. I don't know.
$25, yeah.
Yeah, right. For a couple bucks, why not? Like, it's just, and it's in mint condition. So
nice, yeah. That's a really good find, definitely.
I'm not a Silver Surfer guy, except for my.
Yeah, that's pretty much my why I give Silver Surfer the time of day is his connection to Galactus.
Right.
That's about it.
Exactly. Same reason. So that is my back bin pickup, which was
nice. Okay. Yeah. Good stuff.
Right on.
Yeah.
How's the chat doing? Good?
Yeah. The Aunt May Twinkie ad book. Yeah, I don't know. Where was this? Right, there was a rumor that Ethan Hawke's playing the Sun King
Yeah,
in
that's true. Yeah,
Moon Knight.
yeah. I've grabbed a few of those books. What issue it is, but Sun King. I found one for like $2 a couple weeks ago. I think I'd showed it off. Yeah. Yeah, that's the rumor. I hope so, but we never know.
Yeah, I'd say they are absolutely.
No, man, Cruz is the king. King Cruz. He's I aspire to be just like Cruz. He's awesome.
Yeah, Invaders books. Those are I buy those when I find them like in dollar bins for sure.
Yeah. I have a few nice and you sent me actually. Chris had sent me some really nice Invader books as well. That's
yeah, I like that. That's a series I would. It's not hard to complete. I think it's like 40 issues or something. So it's definitely doable to complete that run.
Right on.
Yeah. So I think that's it for me. I don't know. Oh, you got that's right. You this little box here.
Okay, so I watched, and you know what? I for some reason I didn't have much time to actually delve into it, but I was watching Trish Forstner. That's how you pronounce it, Forstner, and Tony Fleece. They were Fleece. They were on somebody's channel, and they were talking about their first covers and stuff like that. I think Trisha's first cover was My Little Pony. Tony had what was his first cover? They mentioned it, but anyways, they're just talking about how they're rooted in nostalgia and all those kind of things. That My Little Pony cover, that her first My Little Pony cover, goes for pretty little penny. But for some reason, they mentioned this crossover. So I gave a little bit of it away. Oh my God, this is awesome. I'm going to take it out of the box for sure. I don't care. So this is from Toys R Us. This is the best crossover of a toy ever. I'm going to take it out. You'll see why I'm
seeing this.
You'll see why I'm laughing in a second. It's hilarious. So they mentioned this, and I'm not sure what involvement they had with it. It's a Hasbro. Sorry, wire here. It's a Hasbro toy. Ready?
I'm ready. Yes.
It's a Transformers My Little Pony.
Wow.
Look at that. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's so good. They had mentioned this in the when they're I don't know if they maybe had a hand in designing it, but
yeah, I had no idea that existed, but that's
I had no idea either. Optimus Pony, right?
Yeah.
It is Optimus Pony because it's so cool. I don't know. I thought it was just really kind of cool.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. Definitely. I like that.
It's going up on the shelf. Right next to Mandalorian. So that was maybe they helped in designing it. I don't know. Maybe she still kind of works designing. I'd like to find out. But that's the only one they have crossover so far.
I'm actually not surprised that exists because, of course, My Little Pony and Transformers came into existence at the same time, right?
I think there's a
mid-80s
crossover, I think.
Yeah. And both now are largely collected by middle-aged men. I mean, who saw that coming with My Little Pony? That the biggest audience for it would be grown men. I mean,
right.
It's so interesting and bizarre. You know,
it's true. But I mean, I grew up like with that stuff kind of around me, like with like my cousins and everybody kind of collecting that stuff. So it was everywhere when I was growing up. So cartoon, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Does it transform?
Oh, I wish it did.
Yeah.
No, it just chills. It's just gonna chill on the.
It hangs out there.
It's just gonna chill on the shelf.
Yeah.
I hope they come up with more.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. I just thought it was a fun.
Oh, what's going on? Hialeah Comic Bro is here. Hi, thanks for joining us. I think we're just wrapping up now. But feel free to watch the rewind there.
The bronies, is that what they're called?
The bronies, yeah. You never heard that before?
No.
Yeah, no. I'm not absolutely shaming bronies at all. I just thought it was.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Like guys are into My Little Pony.
Yeah, you never heard that before?
No,
wow,
never heard it before.
It's one of the most bizarre kind of pop cultural things to I think have ever happened. The fact that all these, guys just latched on to My Little Pony and who saw that coming?
Like collecting and stuff like that. Like
collecting My Little Pony everything. It started with the reboot of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, I think it's called.
Okay.
But of course, a lot of those guys are probably around our age and do remember the original My Little Pony, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know.
Okay, I guess I can understand it. Like you latch on to things that are nostalgic,
it's just
make you feel good, right?
Yeah, it's just another fandom, and absolutely nothing completely harmless,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not really my cup of tea, but
no. Hey guys, I'm not a brony. I just thought
yeah, no, you're gonna get all the brony comments.
Brony, yeah. Q's a brony.
Make sure you have that Transformers logo showing there.
Yeah, there we go. There's yeah, that's funny.
You know what though, Transformers fans are just as nerdy as My Little Pony fans probably, so yeah,
there's some cool. Have you seen the new? I was a big Transformers fan back in the day. Have you seen the new Hasbro that they released? I think Sith Lordley was. He had posted a few of them. They've gone back to the old, like the design of the toys, where it actually looks like.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I saw the previews and something for that. Yeah,
it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I loved. I never had too many of them as a kid. But yeah, those were the best toys. Those toys were so good,
right? Like me and Troy, they can transform. I just had like the little ones, but they're all gone. So, yeah, I had actually a question for you. It came up when we were talking about Book of Boba Fett. What are you hoping that we're going to be getting in the series in the future? Like, what do you think? How do you think they're going to be taking this story?
That's a good question. Because the Mandalorian had a few like real big surprises that were
right.
I don't know. It's like can this show? I'm assuming this show will do something like that at some point, But
there's so much for Star Wars to pull from. In terms of like, where Book of Boba Fett sits in the Star Wars story.
Yep.
Holy, like there's so much they can pull from, right? Like Mandalorian was like at a different point, and when they start pulling from stuff, maybe people didn't kind of understand it. But Book of Boba Fett sits like smack dab in the middle of like all our nostalgic feels, right? Like it's just
well, I mean, I'm thinking it's supposed to take place right
after Jedi
30 years later though?
No,
maybe not that much longer.
I don't think that much longer. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, parts of it take place basically at the time of Jedi when he like
yeah,
crawls out of the
right,
pit.
100%.
But
Yeah,
then there's the
yeah,
other half of the show that takes place later, right? Years later.
not that much longer, but yeah, a
Maybe
little bit
not that
longer.
much
Yeah,
longer. No.
yeah. I don't think
Um,
30 years. He
no,
kind of
maybe it's
looks it,
not.
but
I don't know. Yeah. uh, however many years later.
yeah,
But yeah, you're right. It is kind of like right there.
right.
On obviously before the Force Awakens. Yeah. So
I think there's a chunk of time that we don't really have connection to.
yeah. Yeah. That's true.
So
Which is what I love. One of my absolute favorite Star Wars kind of projects, in recent history was Rogue One.
yeah,
I love that because it was like it was a standalone story. You didn't know
it's
any of the
awesome.
characters, but it
Great.
showed you just the enormous potential.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why are you guys not doing more of that? Like the Force Awakens and stuff, and like there's there's a lot of pandering to nostalgia. Even with something like Boba Fett, there's a bit of that. Thankfully, not too much. But what I loved about Rogue One is there was like almost none of that whatsoever. It was just like a standalone story in this massive universe that you have access to. So why not take advantage of that? But then to tie it in at the end to like the way Rogue One ends is the best.
Like
That's incredible.
It was incredible. The only thing that kind of tied the beginning of the story was like, the Death Star. Like that was the only thing that was like the thing that kind of drew that story along that we were associating with. And you're right at the end, like when you get that not reveal, but you knew it was coming, right? But yeah 100% agree.
Yeah, so good. I gotta watch that movie now again. It's been a while since I've seen it.
It's pretty good. I like it. Yeah, I didn't
Is that Brian? Yeah.
I just hope that I don't know. I'm really hoping that they set up the stage for this. I don't know. Like there was a whole part of Star Wars that I really kind of wanted to know about, and that's when I mentioned like the bounty hunters, that whole backstory. Like we really didn't get it in the movies, but that's like the fans that have surrounded that whole. Those like all those bounty hunters, like it's just they only had a couple of minutes of screen time, but it's just massive the fan base behind it. So I hope we get more information behind that. That's me. I hope that leads into that.
Yeah, same here, definitely. Somewhere between Mandalorian and Boba Fett, I think we are going to see more stuff like that for sure.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. It was Hello Paul, Sector 2815. Yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. Right at the end, we are just about to wrap up here.
Yeah.
We've been going hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, not bad.
Nice.
Yeah. Thanks for thank you to everyone who tuned in tonight.
Yeah, appreciate it. What do you have coming up before we sign off?
Yes. So tomorrow night, I don't know. I was debating whether doing an episode of Casual Dracula. Might just do a random one. Maybe not. We'll see how it goes. But next week I have an awesome episode planned. And so next Thursday, be sure to check out Casual Dracula. That's going to be a really good one. And then I have my top 10 comic picks of 2021 coming out. I'm hoping to finish the editing for that tomorrow. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I've really got planned for this week.
That's cool. I look forward to seeing that.
Okay, looks like Paul and Newbie were on a show together. What is up? All right. And yeah. How about you? What do you of course have, as we mentioned at the beginning, guys, if you didn't see, check out Inside the YouTube Studio with yours truly. Yeah. I'm looking forward to more episodes of that.
So I've got a few people lined up. Speaking of newbie, he's lined up. We're going to be filming very, very shortly, but
Nice.
I have a few people lined up. So I think it again, like I've said to some people, it's just a work in progress, and it's just a fun little look behind to you guys and your channel and your show. And what kind of goes into it. So I appreciate you coming on.
Could I was gonna ask if maybe I have set a precedent. Maybe one of the questions you have to start off with is, "Are you an ass man?" Definitely ask.
We can add.
You know what? You can ask them. Yeah.
How about this? Yeah. Each the questions are going to get longer. Now it's like, "Are you an ass man?" I'm adding it to Pivo's questionnaire.
Yeah. Man.
I'm really curious to see what some people's reaction is to it.
But you have anything else coming up?
Yeah, I've got a couple. I've got one investment kind of video I'm going to be filming next week. Just with the whole kind of climate that we have right now, it's like it's really like some books are down, some books are up. So I'm just going to kind of maybe do a quick little video on maybe what to kind of look at. I'm working towards my second episode of second appearances. Just building the books up. That was really popular. There was a lot of good feedback. And they're very budget friendly. So I think that's why it was really appealing. And in terms of investment, there's little risk, but it could get high reward if that's what you're looking for. And the final thing, I've been trying to chip away at my 2022 list, and we had a conversation last week. Something did arrive. I'm going to be doing an unboxing. So
nice. Yeah,
I've got a 1 out of 10 in terms of what I'm after for 2022. Yeah. So I'll do a quick little video of that. It's a nice book. Right. And
you have a video on that list, right?
I do have a video on that list. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So right on. And that's it. Yeah. Right on. Yeah. Thanks, Chad, for tagging along.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you, Wesley and Norbound.
You guys are awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Appreciate the support and taking the time to hang out with us.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that episode with Newbie, finding out a bit more of his secrets.
I'm not going to send him the questions. I'm just going to be like, what?
Yeah.
Yes, the secrets. Now he's not going to do the show. Now he's not going to do the show.
Yeah. No.
So, yeah.
Guys. Yeah, I guess that's it. So definitely we'll be back next week.
For sure. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
And with some more comic books, hopefully. Yeah.
Without running the gauntlet trying to find some of these books, maybe it'll be a little bit calmer week.
Yeah. He's not going to give up the information that easily.
No. You never know, though.
Yeah. We'll see. Only one way to find out, and that's to watch the show.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Possibly.
For Tales of Suspense, yeah, definitely. I know that.
He'll give up pretty much anything for that.
Yeah. Well, I think that'll do it.
Yeah, that was a great show. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Let's end this long goodbye. So you guys,
it's drawn out.
Yeah. I'll have a good night, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Later, guys.